and welcome along. Today we are taking a first look at Mercury Farm. This is a map by Alien Jim, and it is currently undergoing review to get onto the mod hub. So hopefully this will be available via the Giants mod hub in the near future. If it hasn't already been released by the time this video comes out. And yeah, you might recognise this map. This map is one that was it came out towards the end of FS17, and it was really quite a revolutionary map at the time, and it's good to see even at the start here, especially with the farmhouse here, to see that some of these bits have been brought across. And reading the description for this map and seeing what Alien Jim has done, this map is something special in 19 as well. So yeah, we're going to have a look around it. It's a slightly pre-release look that we're having, which I'm thankful very much to him for that. But yeah, let's start here with the farmhouse, because this is while we're here and before we have our drive around. This is something that's quite special about this. So there are these cogs at various places, and in the old map there were at various places as well. And if you go up and press R, I think it is. Let's bring up the help menu. Here we go. Clean up and move in. So this is one of the great things about this. The house cleans up. The house sorts out, and look at that. It's just really cool, and I love that. So yeah, the house cleans up before, and you can set it up. Doesn't cost you anything to clean the house up. You can't go in it or anything like that, but I love that, and I love that you know, that's one of the things that's customizable. Now the barns in the previous version, they were all placeables, and well, basically you had the same thing. So you could come and you could construct the barns. I have a feeling with FS19 setup, these are all placeables. We will investigate that in a bit. But first we're going to have a drive around the map. So let's have a look at the map itself while we're walking back. As you can see, we have a total of what appears to be 60 fields. And I'm fairly sure when I read the introduction that it was 60 fields. Which is really good. You know, that's a good number of fields on here. Seems to be multiple sell points as well, which is also absolutely brilliant. We're going to head out of here. We're going to head onto the main road. See if we can go and see what's happening on fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fields we own are actually behind us. So we'll come back to those in a bit. But plenty of stuff on this map to look at. Plenty of stuff that's just really interesting. Now, everything. One of the other interesting things on this map is that everything is destructible. So you can cut down the hedges, you can cut down the fence posts with a chainsaw, and basically you can reshape this map however you want. This is the most even in Farming Simulator 19. This is the configurable map you will come across. It's absolutely incredible, and it came out so late in FS17 that I never probably got to play it. I'm looking at this at the moment and going, actually, this would be a great map to me. So we might have a look at that. We seem to have a few pig feeds. I think these are just for show. Yeah, those are just for show. So we've got, so this is the garden centre. We have a sell point around the side here. That's what this is. There is also a sell point. We seem to have manure and something else over here. What have we got around here? Just a loading bay. Not 100% sure what that is for. Sell points. Yeah, that's either a purchase or sell point to manure, maybe. There certainly seems to be a lot of stuff here that's maybe not quite all marked on the map. It's a bit hard to tell. For example, that is liquid. Yeah, that looks like liquid fertilizer or herbicide. So that's a purchase point for that. Up here we have a bell sell point is what this is. So that is what we have there. Seems we have a few other bits to drive through here. Buy grass, buy hay, and buy straw. Oh wow, so purchase points for buying grass, hay and straw. So huge amounts of customization on this. Lots of stuff available to us. Which would suggest these doors open as well, which they do. So I'm guessing this is a sell point for grass and hay and straw as well. Fantastic sound on those doors. Wow. This is, this is one of the reasons why I really like this map. It is one of those highly customized maps. And I know I've said that several times already, but it's just a massive amount of customization. Similarly, we've got greenhouses here. I'm wondering if those are points that you can purchase. Because, of course, greenhouses are something we haven't seen in FS19 yet. And up this way, we have got our sawmill. Now that building there is not reachable by us at all. Nice bit of background stuff there. Sell point for logs, and over here sell point for wood chips. That's a nice sawmill. Good area. Lots of wide open roadways. A little bit of detail under the trees. Forestry area is not overly dense, so I'm not so worried about it being sort of a grass surround. But nice bit of detail under the trees with some bushes and things like that. We'll have to see is there a bigger forestry area on the map? Not really. One thing I am intrigued about at the moment, and we will go and have a look at this in a bit, is exactly what is happening with the low numbered fields. They seem to be a really interesting sort of little setup around those. So yeah, let's head out that way. Around here. Through here. Nice wide roads, good countryside. This is a British map. I'm not quite sure what part of the UK it's set in. Feels very open for a British map, I have to say. Not the most British feeling of British maps, but still a nice map all the same. And it does have that wonderful thing. It's not all the fields are square, and it's got more square fields than I would typically like. But the customization and the setup on it more than makes up for that. There we go. So we've got milk point here at the spa. Oh, that's pretty English, to be honest, or pretty British, to be honest. And then we've got another sell point here. I think we might be able to get out the other side. This would. Oh, this is a dairy. So two milk sell points. That's good. That's really good. Seeing a map with multiple dairy sell points so that you've got choice in prices there. Pattern stables. Now this appears to have a house in it as well. So this here, and we of course have started with new farmer. So we've got stables. This is a built-in horse stable. I'm guessing these are placeable as well as a house here, which again, custom house to this map. So it looks like he's gone in with lots of nice customizable placeables. Lots of stuff that is that just is really nice. Jumping arena for the horses down by the stables. First map I've seen to do that. To give us a stable area with the horses that actually has somewhere to train the horses as well. Absolutely fantastic. Massive kudos to him for that one. Let's head down this way because we have the animal dealers down here. And it's quite a big feeling map, this. I mean, this is still a 2x map and it doesn't use the whole area. I think we're probably a 1.5 times map, maybe. It does do a nice thing where the area that you use and set up is clearly marked, and the area outside does not have a massive number of fields or things like that to distract from the PDA. I really like the PDA on this map, actually. Sell point there. I'm not sure what that is for, but we will check. An animal dealer here. Now that is the livestock dealer from Goldcrest Valley, I think. And another sell point for straw and hay and grass by looks of things. Oh, this is a bridle path, so we won't go driving up that. But again, nice piece of detail. It looks like there's lots of stuff added into this, and lots of stuff in this map for doing horses on it, which is fantastic. Really, really pleased to see such a, you know, major new aspect of the game being embraced and being taken up in this map. Really good. Very interesting. What do we have going on here? So this looks like a woodland setup with sort of small patches of various crops in the middle of it for fields. Well, this is fields 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're marked as such on here. But yeah, oh, placeable area. Yes, that is the one thing we do have with FS maps that brought over from FS17. Lots of them have placeable areas built into them already. Field 6 is a nice big grass field. But yes, so I'm not quite sure what that is. This would make quite a good test map, actually, with that stuff in there. One small issue I have is the roadways are very, very wide on this. I feel almost like I'm driving a toy car most of the time. And this actually is not a small vehicle, and it's a little bit odd to feel like I'm driving a really small vehicle. And that's part of what makes me feel like this isn't overly a British map. The buildings and things make me feel like that, and the houses do. But yeah, I think I had the same issue with it in FS17. In that yeah, there's the roads are a little bit large to me. So this is sheep, I think. That is the sheep area. Good, nice area. I do like the styles of the buildings here. I'm not sure that is sheep, actually. No, that I think is cows. Cows there, sheep here, and pigs over here. So yeah, so again, this is another farmyard. Looking really good. It does. This aspect of it does look absolutely fantastic. I really do love the buildings. And it looks like we may have, yeah, we have a piece of equipment over here. So one of the nice things about this actually is the equipment is dotted about the map. So you have to go searching for your equipment. Because it's a very much an abandoned field, this map. Which I quite like. And you know, there's that kind of thing you can see with where the tractor was at the start. You might have seen in the background. So we're heading up the top here, sort of working our way around the roadways. And yeah, again, I'm feeling a little bit like these are a little too wide. It is a minor issue. It is but it does, for me, it does pull away from that Britishness of the map a little bit. Makes it easy to get some larger equipment around this map, but I don't really think you need anything more than sort of a medium-sized combine on here. Looking at the size of these fields, liking the windmills, lots of windmills, very cool. Nice bit of window dressing, and yeah, the windmills again are a sell point, which is pretty cool. And then up the top here again we have another new yard. So this is Mercury Poultry Farm. And there we go. So we've got several chicken areas here. Again, I would guess these are all bespoke placeable to the map. And again, we've got another farmhouse here. So I think that's another placeable farmhouse. That's really cool. So it looks like you have a choice of 3. Low-flying aircraft. The plane made me jump the first time I saw it. But that is pretty cool to see that plane about. And again, we're coming out of Mercury Poultry Farm. And we're coming down to the main road now. And it looks like we have the biogas plant up here. So it looks like there are 4 farms on here, by the looks of things. And we've visited 3 of them so far. No, actually 5 farms, maybe. We'll give it a count in a minute. I think it might actually be 5. I think I've miscounted slightly. This is the BGA, the biogas plant. We have silage clamps here. Purchase point for digestate, I'm guessing, is here. Yeah, that is a digestate mixer. And yeah, then over here we have our sell point for our silage. Perfect. Very good. And again, buildings very much in keeping with the rest of the map. I do like this map a lot. I like this map an awful lot. It really works well. And as I said, it is the most customizable map for Farming Simulator 19. I would try, the instructions say that you can basically cut every hedgerow in this map down. Can you drive through them? Yeah, you can't drive through them. So yeah, if you want to drive through a hedgerow, there we go. I know what that was. So I'm very, very used to using the enhanced vehicle mod at the moment. When I'm doing these first looks, I don't have it. And so I was still pressing forward, which is why I couldn't get out the hedge. Right, so we got, and again, another farmyard here, another bespoke house. Really nice houses on here. Absolutely fantastic work that he has done, that Alien Jim has done with the houses. And I believe that they are all placeables. Because they're marked as houses you can, as spawn points. So yeah, I believe those houses are all placeables. We will check that, we'll have a look. But I think they are. Up here we have the shops, so this is the one, of course, from, I believe this is from Sosnovka. It might even be, or it might be a Stanchula Pacho. But yeah, very cool. So that is our shop. And then we're going to head back down, I think the only place we have left. Yeah, so we've got 2 more sell points, and then yeah, then we're back to our start point. So it's, wow, I'm very impressed by this map. As I said, slightly not wholly feeling the Britishness of it, although again, looking in there, the detail around the woodlands, nice bit of detail there, that's brilliant. Here we go, spinnery, so takes cotton and wool, and we have another sell point back here as well. I think this is root crops. Yeah, look at this is is root crops, both sugar beet and potatoes. So we'll have a look at the sell points again in a minute. Wow, this is this is an impressive map. This has always been an impressive map. And I think this is going to be well worth grabbing. I'm hoping that this is going to make it onto console as is. I think we've got a little bit of a barn area here as well. I'm just going to pop in here. So there is a barn area here. We'll see how much fields and everything cost as well, and see which bits we own. I think we own quite a bit of this map. I look at the fields we own. We only own 10 and 11, which are fairly small fields. We're coming back to the main house now. So we own 10 and 11. So we're going to see the tractor now. You see most of our stuff here. It's a front loader, but our tractor does not have front loader capability. That's interesting. So we own this field here, field 11. And we own the field the other side of the hedge here. That field is, has been sitting there a while, I think. Not very dirty though. Yeah, and this field here, field 10, again, not a huge field, so not a massive amount to start with. I'm just going to quickly do a quick trial. So implements, let's grab ourselves a chainsaw. Yes, please. So see if I can just demonstrate this. Now, basically every hedge apparently in here is destructible. Apparently, I can't get it to turn at the moment. Rotators N and J. Right, no, I can't seem to get it to cut at the moment. Maybe it's because... No, I do own that. I think that was that cutting an actual tree? No, that was cutting something. There we go. There we are. So that cut, there you go. Destructible hedges. Fantastic. That's really cool. Really quite like that. Right, so let's get this back to the house. And we will have a look at what we have in the way of starting equipment, how much our land will cost us, and basically what our sell points are as well. So let's jump out and have a look. So first we're going to have a look in our garage. So there's why we have a front loader. We've got a Valtra N134, a 1300 DT Fiat, and a Case Puma 240 CBX. So good, actually a good range of tractors. We're looking at, 145, 150, and 270 horsepower. So good range of tractors there. Rostelmash 330, so that's the small Rostelmash combine. John Deere we've added in ourselves. Lizard pickup a 1978, which you've seen there. Quite like that. I need to use that at some point, I think. TKD 302 Agroliner trailer, which is a pretty good trailer to start with. Rostelmash Powerstream 500, the 5-meter header for the combine. The Colmer L300 cultivator, the Amazon D830 planter, and you've just seen us add in the chainsaw as well. Then we've got the Joskin Aquatrans 7300S water trailer, the Stoll FZ30 front loader with the bucket. We've got the FST990 service trailer, which is pretty cool. That brings fuel. Then here we go with all of the placeable stuff. So we have a placeable large cow pasture, large pig enclosure, large sheep pasture, a large horse paddock, several chicken coops. So those were those. Farm silo barn, lots of those. Silo barn white, so there's a variant in that as well. The bunker silos are placeables, which is fantastic. Vehicle shed red, vehicle shed. I'm loving the variety in the placeables on here. And the ones you start with on Farm Manager. That's amazing. Garage shed, barn shed, seed huts. Then we've got all the placeable farmhouses, which are 16,000 for the two smaller ones, and that one as well is 16,000, 24,000 for the one we've got. I think those are brilliant. I'm really loving the placeable and customization on this map. And in fact, just quickly before we go and look at the purchase points, let's have a look at the custom stuff on here. So there is several extra pens we have on here. There are miscellaneous. We've got the seed hut and the fertilizer hut. The silos we have. So we've got farm silo farm silo, barn, and grey and white. So standard grey and white and red. And then we've got it's a custom bunker silo on here as well. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Decoration wise, we've got houses. So those 3 houses are not starter houses or are not start points, which is really quite interesting. Then we've got decorative shed, or we've got sheds. So we've got barn shed, garage shed, vehicle shed white, vehicle shed red, and just a standard vehicle shed. Couple of shelters, 3 shelters as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of custom stuff in here. And then we got the 48,000 for the farmhouse, which is the one we did up at the start. Yeah, loving the custom placeables on this map. Let's have a look at how much land will cost us on here. So land on here, we own the area 10 and the area 11. 105 for our main farmyard. And then 35. If we look at other land areas, 89, 102, it's all under 100,000, where it's single field areas like that. Where you've got field 28 and things like that, that is then sort of 200, but not horrible. Then you've got this area with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in. That's probably about the most expensive I think we'll find on this map. Yeah, field 50 again with a large forestry area in it is pretty expensive. So you get away from the main farmyard and things get more expensive. But certainly start from scratch on this map would work. Will just go very nicely. Will work for you very well. So yeah, I think this is a cracking, really good start from scratch map as well. Finally, we want to check our sell points. So good number of sell points. Good variety for all of our grain crops. They all, yeah, lots of places to sell that. Good thing to see multiple sell points for our root crops as well. Absolutely brilliant. Only one place for cotton and wool, which is not wholly surprising. Lots of places for sugarcane. Not an overly British crop, but yeah, sugarcane, lots of places to sell that on this map. Milk has 4 sell points. Wow. That's brilliant. I really like that. In fact, yeah, the vehicle shop is a sell point as well. Yeah, really loving this. Good variety of sell points. All in all, this is a very, very impressive map. I think it falls down only very, very slightly in that it feels a little bit large and open in places for a British map. But in all honesty, that is a minor gripe. That is a minor problem I have with it. Everything else about it I love. It really is a fantastic map, especially if you're looking for a map with a high level of customization. Because, yeah, it is fantastic. It really is. So, yeah, as I said at the start of the video, this map is currently working its way through Giant's review process. Hopefully it will be on the mod hub in the near future. And when it does, I hope that you will download it and enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed making this first look on it. We may do something on it on the channel as well. I'm really loving it, and I'm just going, wow, this could be a great map to do something with. So, really, with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this first look. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.